often the Spirit uses these elemental forces to create very dramatic performances. A few months ago, when I was bonded with my beloved, I've mentioned several times this camping trip we went on right after we met. We were there with 4 or 5 of our friends. We climbed this mountain, a very arduous climb, and then at the top, when we set up camp, lit the campfire, then some really extraordinary things began to happen. Some very dramatic things began to happen. Out of nowhere, this wind arose. We're on top of this mountain that we required several hours to climb. And at the top, there was like a crater. There was a lake we were looking down on. Our campsite was above this lake, and the lake was on the mountaintop. As night fell, this wild wind arose out of nowhere. There's not even supposed to be any firewood at the top of the mountain. This is an environmentally protected area, and you're not allowed to chop down any of the small trees that are growing there. But somehow, magically, someone had left firewood. It seemed as if it had been left for us. It would have been wrong for us to chop it down, but since it was already there, we said, okay, here's a campfire waiting to be made. Let's make this campfire. And it was this spruce. It was an evergreen that was filled with sap. It was like burning a Christmas tree because these sparks started erupting as soon as we lit this fire, and the sparks combined with the wind, it was beyond any fireworks from any 4th of July. The night sky was just swarming with this shower of sparks just billowing. And all of us were just, our mouths were agape. But I said to her in the middle of this wild drama, did you think it would be anything like this? And she said, no. You talk about the cabaret being a place where you have this irrefutable, direct experience of the Source's presence. Specifically, an irrefutable, direct experience of the Holy Spirit's presence, this very dramatic presence from which you are made to believe, just as the witnesses of Elijah's departure in that fiery chariot. They were made to believe by that irrefutable, direct experience of the presence of the Holy Spirit. She and I and all of us were made to believe by that overwhelming, off-the-chart, extraordinary experience. The Holy Spirit was alive and well and very present for all of us.